Warren Shane with the speech titled "The Last Taboo Subject." With the speech entitled "The Last Taboo Subject," please welcome Warren Shane.
The last taboo subject is old age. Please stand up if you admit to being over at least 34. Thank you. I meant your waist measurement, not your age. I am 32 inches and 51 and a half years old. The purpose of my speech is to encourage all of us. We're all getting older and we're facing decades of old age. So my speech should cheer everyone up, except for those who've already lost your hearing through inappropriate use of MP3 player earphones. I'll be looking at hair, backache, sex, and experience. So firstly, hair. When you get older, you start losing your hair. This is a benefit. Less hair means it's easier to manage and easier to wash. When you reach 50, 50% of your hair, what's left of it, is now white. This is a benefit. White hair, it's easier if you want to dye it, and white hair or grey hair naturally blends with any colour in your wardrobe. Along with hair, you get backache. This is a benefit. For example, look at Ruth, who incidentally has never revealed her age, and I suspect she uses Estee Lauder Advanced Night Cream. I use half-price moisturiser from Lidl, which costs me half a penny a day. And why Lidl? I'm worth it. Ruth very kindly looks after the Club Resources suitcase over there, and it weighs 3 kilograms. And has she ever had backache lifting it up? No. She always persuades someone else to lift it, so that they can enjoy backache instead of her. Such wisdom only comes from age. The subject of backache naturally leads me on to the subject of sex. When I was young, I spent 11 years in a boys' school. It's pitiful. Pitiful for the girls who never met me, and pitiful for me as well. I used to think about sex all the time. But now that I'm older, I have self-control. I only think about sex at most 2 times in an entire day. Once in the morning for 2 hours and once in the afternoon for 6. The best thing about being old is you become richer. Your children have now become income-generating assets, and it's payback time. You start having savings instead of mortgage debt. When I'm 70, my wealthy mother will be 100. Or she will have passed away, and I'll be much richer. Some of you are not convinced. I think some of you would rather be younger than older. Oh, really? Imagine it's 7:30 p.m. on contest night. 2 hours later, you want to breathe a sigh of relief. But it's only 5:30, and the agenda is still not ready. You enter adolescence the wrong way round. A few years later, you come out emotionally unstable. Admittedly, you can now fit into children's-sized clothing, but you're also a child. And then you look down at your private parts and you realise they've got considerably small. So in summary, I think old age has many benefits. The weaknesses, the apparent weaknesses, are actually strengths. In Chinese culture, for example, we don't even have a word for brother or sister, uncle or aunt. Every one of those words is prefaced by older uncle or younger sister, older aunt or younger brother. Age is that important. I'm looking forward to the year 2020, when I will be going to the library and getting that book out. London to Edinburgh in 7 days by 3 buses. plus 3 extra days to find the 100 clean toilets along the way. Finally, for those still not convinced, let me show you one other benefit of old age. You become more tolerant of other people's failings as well as your own. More forgiving. Isn't that a good thing? And why? Why do you become more forgiving when you're older? Why do you become more forgiving when you're older? It's because of memory loss. Last February, I forgot my wedding anniversary, but my wife, who is slightly older, she forgave me completely. She forgot as well.